welcome to this edition of the Biker Angle. It is 10, or not actually 10, it's 11/9 of 2018. Here I am trying to freaking get a month backwards, man, let me tell you. And maybe that's because I hate rolling back to freaking clocks because it's dark at 4:30 at night. I hate the wintertime in Northern Illinois. While all you guys in Cali and down in Texas and all the Southwest are out there enjoying the ride and shit, I gotta ride a fucking snowmobile. Give me a break, man. I hate it. Today we got a great show for you. Today we got the second part of the Pagans Motorcycle Club incident in Kopi's Bar with an eyewitness. If you haven't seen the first part of the interview, you're going to want to go ahead and check it out. The link will be attached to this video, so just hit it right now. And we also got a great Legends today, and we got some exciting news here in Illinois for once. And see, usually, you know, politics, they go sucky, but we got a big thing coming here in Illinois, and that's right, legalization of 420. This motherfucker right here gonna have a forest out in the backyard, let me tell you, because they're talking about letting you cultivate and all that shit. So I'm gonna be going around, you know how your parents and shit like that when you were growing up had those plants in the side in the corner? I'm gonna be Cheech and Chonging the motherfucker with the spray bottle around this motherfucker, let me tell you. So also we got a lot of Ask Hollywood questions, as well as we got some hater shit as usual, man. Come on, if you don't have haters, you're not doing it right. Love to thank you guys for all the purchases for the books, man. You guys are whooping ass out there for Insane Throttle. Hope you guys are enjoying it. And again, I'll do a reading on it online one of these days once we get to that point. Now, to start off, first subject, I've been getting a lot of questions actually about what's it like, the prospect for a motorcycle club? And actually, Saturday, we're going to answer the question, why people always ask questions about motorcycle clubs. Why are they so interested in it? And also, we got the live hookup for the phone system, so you'll be able to call in and we'll be able to bullshit live on air, man. Hey, we'll debate, do everything we can to have some fun. But motorcycle clubs, what's it like, the prospect? Well, it was different during the 90s compared to when I went through, you know, actually the first club, you'll read about that in the book, was the Pagans MC, mostly Latino white club, and early 90s, Chicago. Then, of course, there was the Pistons, which was a totally different experience. Now, I know a lot of people out there, they get all nervous and shit about the prospect period, but for me, it was actually really fun. I loved it, especially in the Pistons, not so much in the first club, because there was a big difference between clubs. And I explained that a lot in the New Age of Biking and Brotherhood, what the first club was like compared to the Black and White Nation. The first club actually, it was more of, how can I say it, was split. You know, it had a 50-50 type of setup where there was, you know, motorcycle club stuff on the street, but they had a lot of prison chapters. And yeah, you know what kind of organization that was at that point then. So I'm not going to get into that kind of stuff because I don't really like talking about it. But let's just say it was hard first time around, man. You had to do a lot of street stuff, if you will. The second time around with the Pistons, it was awesome. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. And again, most people are saying, well, what the fuck, man? You know, are you going to have to do this? You're going to have to do that? No, they're not going to make you get out there, do illegal bullshit if that's what you're asking. And here's the question I have to come back with that, because when everybody says, well, I heard you have to do illegal stuff to get a patch. The thing is about that, now, if you were just hanging around or getting into the prospect period, most of the time, it's not like the old days when you had to know everybody and all that shit before they even let you do that shit. But why in the hell would a club want you to pull off any illegal shit if they don't know you, for one, and two, don't know how you're going to act if you get picked up? So that never made absolutely no sense to me when people were bringing that kind of crap up. So it's like, yeah, right, I don't know who the fuck you are, but I'm going to put my life in your hands, or, you know, to get locked up if I don't know you. So that don't make any sense. But as far as prospecting is concerned, get used to making a lot of White Russians. Best drink around, man, but everybody loves White Russians. Get your bag together, you know, all your freaking supplies that you need, rubbers, freaking notebooks, freaking anything under the fucking sun you to think of, aspirins, all that shit. And have that ready. You'll do a lot of bartending. You'll do a lot of freaking running around doing errands and shit. But most of all, it's for the club to get to know you, and you get somewhat of an experience of what the club is about. Now, the most important thing about a motorcycle club is the hang around period. And I know I had a lot of questions on, well, do you do the same thing when you're hanging around as a prospect? Again, it depends on what freaking club, man. I can only talk about the Midwest type of shit. And most of the time, hang-arounds come to the parties and, you know, get to learn shit, get to know people. That's what it is, getting to know you and shit like that. And pretty soon you're getting sponsored and all that shit in the prospect period. But really, it just depends what kind of person you are and what type of club you want to prospect with is how you're going to go through it and all that stuff. On the national scene with the Black Pistons, I loved being around all the guys prospecting. I loved the AOA, and it was fun, man. It's not like you see in the movies and shit. Now, in the early 90s with the other club, it was a little fucking different, man. You did some shit, but that's just because you know, the way it was set up and the type of people that were in there, it's no longer around anymore. In 98, it decided to go on to full other side, if you know what I mean. And a lot of the guys I know are now doing life sentences, and some are dead, and, you know, it's sad news shit, man. So, but again, you know, prospecting, pretty cool shit if you get involved with it. Now we're going to go to our main story of the day, and that is our second part of the interview with the young lady that was in Kopi's bar with the Pagans. And let me tell you, she did, you know, she's a civilian. She had no part of what was going on with the Pagans. So having an outside, you know, spectator to all this, not even mentioning the camera that was up there that caught all this bullshit, was a good deal for motorcycle clubs right there, because it actually shows the public what these cops were like. And yes, I've had some questions, were the cops on duty or not? Well, they were freaking undercovers, and they were drinking all freaking night, so you tell me. So let's take a look at this, and we'll come back with the legend segment.
Now, you said they came in macing everybody. Now, were they just shooting the mace off everywhere?
Yeah, because Kopi, the owner of the bar, got maced in his face, and you can see that in my video as well. Mm. They were literally just spraying mace everywhere, and that's why they said, back up, back up, back up. But I was already backed up because I already knew when I started recording that something crazy was going to happen, you know. Right. And then when the undercover, when it was all said and done, he wouldn't let us leave because he said it was a crime scene. And the undercover came over and he was like, you know, these are bad guys. And I'm thinking, like, they didn't even do nothing wrong. Like, that man punched you in the face and put his hands on the bar to be apprehended because he already knew, you know what I'm saying? And then you guys use, like, blunt force trauma for absolutely no reason. You even pepper sprayed the owner of the bar, who, me, my friend, and my other friend, and the owner were all like, you know, first of all, the undercovers were drinking from 8 o'clock from the time I came into the bar originally, all the way through until the situation transpired around like 12:30, 1 o'clock, you know.
And now when you they were drinking alcohol. They weren't drinking pop or any of that bullshit.
No, the undercover in the camo shorts was drinking Trulies. It's like a wine beverage. The other ones were drinking like beer and stuff. So they were definitely drinking. They were drunk. They were singing. You know what I'm saying? You could tell he's drunk in the video because he's like, you know, he's too hype.
Right, right. Now,
and they're like, we're just trying to buy drinks.
Now, the guy in the camel shorts, the way you were filming it, he actually went up to one of the bikers and knocked his head into the chair from what I've seen when he was already cut.
Correct. Yep, and he grabbed him by his face, and you can see it in my video. He's like, you know, when he put his hand down on his face, he said, he was like talking shit, like, you know.
Yeah, he called him a bitch wag.
You stupid bitch, or whatever he said, quit, you know, yeah. He did, he like mugged him in the face and grabbed him and was like, roll the fuck over, threw him into the chair. They were all throwing chairs. Like, these pagans are already on the ground, stun gunned and or mace, you know what I'm saying? They can't even see. They're screaming, we're not resisting, we're not resisting. And the officers were still kneeing them, still tasing them. Like, to tase somebody with a stun gun 4 times after they screamed they're not resisting is a little bit too much.
Right. Now, now, was there an after investigation and they tried to take your statements?
No, they never took my statements. They took my information and said that they would have to go through they were like, you can't leave until we get your information. So I gave them my phone number and I gave them my address because they were like, we need to make sure you don't have whatever. But my friend Spencer was like, you can't do that without a warrant. You know what I'm saying? So
they were trying to get the video from you.
Exactly, that's what I feel but whatever, I still had the video, you know, and I wasn't gonna delete it, like.
Right. Yeah, it went viral.
Yeah, I know. It's still going viral.
You know, we owe you that one, the biker community, grabbing that video.
But it's not even that I'm trying to pick sides. It was just that it was very uncalled for. They were, like, screaming, we don't want problems, we're done, we're not resisting, and the police just took it way out of proportion. And then on top of that, when the officer said, I'm going to take their phone for evidence, the other officer was like, yeah, go ahead. Like, no, you can't do that without a warrant. No, you cannot.
Yeah, you have to have a warrant to take a phone. That's, yeah, they were trying to get rid of the evidence is what they were trying to do.
Yeah, exactly. But they weren't going to because he can't take it. And then it went viral, so it doesn't matter.
And there you go. That was the second part of the interview right there. And like I said, she's an independent. She had nothing to do with the pagans. And hearing it from a civilian standpoint, you know, come on, guys. You know, the cops were there drinking at 8 o'clock, she said, laughing it up, hooting and hollering, having a good old time. And here they are, undercover cops. So looks like Pittsburgh has some explaining to do, don't they? So let's go into our legends of the motorcycle scene. I think you're really going to love this one. As many as you guys know, gals know too, not to forget you girls, I really love flat track racing and hill climbs, and it's great to see that it's actually coming back and making a big comeback. So here's our legend of the motorcycle scene. Today's legends of the motorcycle scene. 1940s and 50s AMA dirt track racing champion, William Billy Henry Huber. Henry Huber was born in Lebanon, Pennsylvania in 1921. And while he was still young, his family moved to the Glenside area of Reading, Pennsylvania. Huber came from a large family of 9 brothers and sisters and was instilled with a sense of rivalry in which winning was a matter of survival. It helped that his father, Alan, was a former Class A factory motorcycle competitor who rode for Indian. Huber began racing motorcycles as a teen, entering local competitions on the Stress Hatfield Farm in nearby Brecknick Township. His race mount in those early days was the Harley-Davidson Pea-Shooter, belonging to Ace legend and then Reading Harley-Davidson dealer Charles Red Wolverton. Wolverton recognized Huber's talent early on and treated the teen like his son and part of the family. Riding for both the Pagans Motorcycle Club and the Reading Motorcycle Club, Wolverton's determination and strong riding style endeared him to not only the fans, but also his fellow competitors. He was voted the AMA's most popular rider in 1946. One of Huber's most notable races occurred on August 8th of 1948 at the 10-mile national held at the Lakewood Park Mile in Atlanta. Coming into the final lap of the race, Indian Bobby Hill held a 30-yard lead over second-place Huber. Huber cut the lead in half during the first turn, holding his position on the back straight. Hitting the final turn wide open, Huber drove out the corner on the inside and pulled up behind Hill, capitalizing on Hill's draft. Huber swung out with the finish line only 150 yards away. and pulled neck and neck with Hill. Both riders crossed the finishing line simultaneously in a photo finish, setting a Lakewood Park track record of 7 minutes and 46 seconds. President Mike Benton of the Lakewood Park Speedway declared both riders winners, and both received first place prize money. During his racing career, Hoover won the 100-mile national in 1950 and 51 at the Longhorn Speedway near Philadelphia. He held multiple track records and was one of the strongest racers of his era. Hoover's faithful race came on July 5th, 1953 at the 200-mile national champ race in Dodge County, Kansas. While running in third at the 140-mile mark and amid substantial dust, Hoover misjudged a corner and hit the wall. Heat was a factor that day as well. With the temperatures well over 100 degrees, only 8 riders of the starting 40 were able to complete the race, with Indian-mounted Bill Tooman taking the win. Hoover died the following morning at 32 years old of age, with his mentor, Red Wolverton, and his wife, Mary Zogas, by his side. Appropriately, Hoover's last win was at the Reading Fairgrounds racetrack on April 20th, 1953. In his honor, the Billy Hoover Memorial Races were held for over 25 years at the Reading track until the facility closed. Till this day, the Pagano Motorcycle Club still honors Hoover with their annual Billy Hoover Memorial Ride. Hoover was inducted into the AMA Motorcycle Hall of Fame in 1998, and he is a legend of the motorcycle scene. And there you go. That was Billy Hoover, man. He was quite a legend. You notice how a lot of these dirt bike racers back then died young, and it's something else, man. They rode hard, didn't they, back then? But right now, we're going to go on to one of my favorite topics, man, especially on this news day. 420 about to get legalized in Illinois for recreational. You guys up north in Michigan already got it, man. We're right behind you. So here we go with this one. So yeah, marijuana getting legalized all over the place right now, either medical or recreational. I'm betting within probably the next 4 years that we'll probably get it at the federal level, man. Legalized and all that good shit, because it really is a states' right issue. And how the hell can you make something illegal that's a fucking plant that's been around for 3,000 years? Yeah, it's the pharmaceutical companies out there doing that bullshit. So, anyway, let's go to our Ask Hollywood section of the show. Paul, my man! I love Paul to death, man. I love reading his stuff every morning. I just finished watching Big Cell over at his YouTube channel, page FHO Atlanta, Georgia. Big Cell rocks. If you haven't gone seen Big Cell, get over there, man. He gives some great live sections and shit like that. Love it because that dude's so real, man. He just puts it out there kind of like I do, and it's either it falls good or it falls on the other side. It is what it is, man. But at least he keeps it real. You gotta love that. His topic was homosexuals on the MC scene, and Big Cell really expressed his thoughts on it. This other thing is covering up, what did they put under there for me? I'll look at that in a minute. But anyway, you wanted my thoughts on that. Paul, personally, if you want to smoke a pole or you want to explore the dark hole, do that shit somewhere other than me. I'm a different generation from what is out coming out there now and the way people view that shit. Hey, I love seeing two broads going at that shit, man. It's great. But men are supposed to be, the strong ones, the thinkers. Women, they're allowed to be weak and to do shit like that. But when you're a man, come on, you're sucking on a pole. I just don't see it, man. I really don't. And I know in the white set anyway, a lot of that shit is frowned upon. That shit in Sons of Anarchy that you fucking seen would have never happened outright into a real motorcycle club in the real world. That's just Kurt Sutter's way of putting his political bullshit views on the camera and trying to change shit. But, most motorcycle clubs I know don't, sucking pole. Come on, man. Really? That's some weak ass shit to me. If you want to go pump on somebody's fucking Peter or some shit, do that away. It's not politically correct, the club scene. I do not have nothing against them. That's what they want to fucking do. But, this lifestyle wasn't built around that kind of shit, man. We're men. And, the generation I come from, yeah, God, I don't even know what I would do growing up in this generation with all the political PC bullshit that they try to pass on everybody. So, yeah, as far as the homosexual shit, that shit, they got their own shit for that, man. They want to ride bikes. Cool. They're human beings, man. That I don't have nothing against, but just don't bring that shit around me, because I'm not into that shit. Again, you got some fucking blondie or some shit? Yeah, throw that motherfucker out there, man. Let them go at it, shit, each other. Again, the two species, male and female, are different. Males are supposed to be strong and not weak, where females are, they're allowed to do that bullshit. But I haven't seen it, Paul. And if could you imagine that, man? When freaking Steve and Gary or some bullshit fucking going at it at a fucking club party or a fucking rally, they'll go out there with fucking black and blue eyes, man, which they fucking should, But you want to bring that bullshit into a lifestyle that regardless of what anybody says, it's a man's lifestyle. Yeah, there's a lot of women that's coming up and riding their own bikes and shit like that, which, hey, it's cool. More power to them. But to think that we're going to get PC over that? No, fuck that. So I hope I answered your question, Paul. Next, what do we got here? Oh, yeah, okay. I got this one. This is from AJ. I love reading his shit every morning, man, because he takes a lot of time with his comments, and it just blows me away. Pete's own words, and this is off of yesterday's video. He made a comment. Pete's own words tell exactly what his malfunction is. He only sings in one note. Me, 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 me. Dude sounds like a sociopath. Only person that really exists in his universe is him. Everyone else is just tools to be used and discarded. The fact that this individual is still sucking oxygen and feels free to talk bullshit day in and day out proves that the government claims about clubs being organized crime and willing to kill anybody that disrespects them is bullshit. Don't get me wrong, dissing the clubs is definitely done at your own risk, but they are not the mad dog killers the Leos want Ma and Pa Kettle to believe. Note that Pete isn't raging at the Mafia, Yakuza, the boys from Brighton Beach. If he is as much as the street warrior he claims he had to have cross paths with these groups, why not trashing on them? We all know you are reading this, Pete. She does, man. He's probably... See, there's 2 or 3 people that give them thumbs down. Yeah, we know who they are. We all know you are reading this, Pete. Prove me wrong and make a video telling us what pussies MS-13 are. Yeah, I dare you to go at MS-13, man. They some psycho fucks. Anyway, you got a lot of good point as far as this is concerned, as far as Leos are concerned. They go out there, clubs are all organized crime. They're nothing but criminals. And when it comes down to it, If that was the case, this dude wouldn't be freaking walking. Now, in the early days when shit was pumping, yeah, maybe it would have fucking happened, let me tell you. But motorcycle clubs are really not into that kind of bullshit. And regardless of what Leo tries to tell you, it's just a bunch of shit. So again, he has a point. If that was the case, dude wouldn't fucking be walking. But anyway, let's go to our haters, shall we? Let's see here. Kiro, to be a one percenter, you have to blow all the fellow club members and eat a turd. Well, thank you for that, Kiro. You know what? You sound like a freaking tree humper yourself, man, with the first name like that. Get out of here, man. Really? Anyway, what do we got here? Good morning. Oh, my God. Anyway, I'm not going to go through this bullshit. What do we got here? Oh, you know what? That's the shit that they're teaching in BBS. I guess you got to have, got to go to school to be a biker nowadays. You got to learn shit. Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck is wrong with them people over there? Anyway, again, everybody, thanks for the ordering of the books and stuff. This Saturday on the live stream, you will be able to call in, all that good shit, and we'll talk. We're going to have to take calls one at a time. I don't got one of them fancy multi-line freaking studios and shit like that. And right now we're still trying to get used to the stupid equipment. And I think it's the blowback from my headphones that I hear echoing sometimes. So I just turned that down. Hopefully that makes it a lot better for everybody out there. But yeah, the book sales have been going great. December 14th, we will be live streaming a 3-hour program worldwide from Neon's Bash, rocking the holidays. Neon 1%er. Awesome guy, man. Known him a long freaking time. Having a lot of troubles right now. He actually got rear-ended by a semi at a dead stop and is having a lot of problems. Seizures has come on and having tough times with the family and shit like that. So if you can help out Neon, go to his GoFundMe page. Really appreciate it. If you want to wait to the 14th, we will be doing a telethon. This little thing you see at the bottom will be going for the 3 hours while we're at the party. But with that, really appreciate everything. You guys stay safe. Again, get those questions in. Bitches, haters, whatever you want to do, send them to me and we'll get going on them.